So basically, realistically, is Kell Brook ready for all this? We're going to talk about that. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Make sure you smash the like button. Also, subscribe to my channel for the latest and greatest in boxing. If you want to become part of the gang notification gang, please hit the bell icon. Shout out to the Super Chats, channel donations, the Venmo donations, the Cash App, and the Patreon family. We working. Today is the day UFC. Khabib Nurmagomedov versus Justin Gaethje. Use my link to order that fight. Should be a great fight. And appreciate everyone that got the Lomachenko versus Teofimo Lopez fight using my link. That fight is still on ESPN Plus. If you want to rewatch it in its true HD form, you can get that right now on ESPN Plus. I didn't rewatch it, but I looked at a couple rounds again. I watched it live, did the Boxingego watch party. But let's talk about today's news. If you guys want to use the ESPN Plus link, I appreciate it. Link in the description. Ego Weight Watchers, often imitated but never duplicated. Ego Weight Watchers, aka ILL, where I give you guys a look into the fighter lifestyle, before, after, and progress pics, especially when they have that upcoming fight. Now, a gentleman that has a fight coming up next month, about a month away, Terence Crawford. He has not seen the ring since December of last year. We've been in a global pandemic, and it don't look like he missed a step. The kid looking in shape, do-rag and everything. You see his boy Bernie in the back. He putting in that good old work. Now, Ego Weight Watchers, I mean, I have nothing negative to say. The man looks shredded, six-packed up. You know, he looked ready to go. Kell Brook, is he ready? That's the true question. Now, I asked Crawford when I interviewed him one time, I said, man, you always stay in shape. Like, you know, how do you get this discipline? He's just like, you know, this is just who he is. So he's a gym rat. He's highly competitive, and it shows. One thing I will say is there's a lot of people who acted like Crawford was small for welterweight, and I never understood that. I think height-wise, he clearly got it. You know, he's not the shortest. Sean Porter is shorter than him. You know, I wonder if I could even pull up a picture of Sean Porter. Hold on. Sean Porter. Terence Crawford. I know they took a picture in Sean Porter's gym. I wonder if it's on Google. But yeah, he's definitely not the smallest. I don't know. I never understood where people even got that Crawford was not big enough for welterweight. I mean, I know he moved up, but you got to look at it. This new modern age of boxing, there's a lot of guys who walk around weight ain't what they fight at. You know, that them days are pretty much long gone. Manny Pacquiao and Floyd Mayweather, guys like that, they're the only remaining ones that kind of do that. So some of these fighters are bigger. Like, even if you look at Teofimo, you know, he's big. They said before the Lomachenko fight, he self-admits that he was weighing 160 or something like that. If you look at Terence Crawford when he fought Gamboa, the day of the fight, he rehydrated to like 150 plus. I think he was 155 on the HBO unofficial same day weigh-in. So, you know, I never seen Crawford. If you're at lightweight rehydrating to 155, that's pretty healthy. And as you see the man before you today, it don't look like he gonna have any problems. The man is dialed in. Looks like he has great genetics too. You know, very athletic. I know he probably eats clean and he's a workhorse. The man looked dialed. Listen, and see, this is the thing. Crawford is at a point where he got to get the top names, bro, because it's looking bad for Kell Brook. I think Kell Brook at his best could give Terence Crawford issue. My thing is, I don't know what version of Kell Brook. He hasn't showed me nothing. You know what I'm saying? He hasn't showed me nothing at welterweight since 2017. He hasn't been at that weight, cutting weight. You know, when he fought Errol Spence, I see, like Carl Froch just recently said, he feels that Kell Brook is, so basically, he feels that Kell Brook is cashing out I seen Kell Brook responded and said that's not the case, but I don't even know. Like, for me, I don't know if it's even a cash out as much as he's been beaten into submission before. Crawford is good. He is superb. He knows what he wants to do in there. His last fight was a little bit hard with the Mean Machine, the early rounds. But part of that was him being stubborn. I think he's going to respect Brook. He knows Brook is a quality fighter, gave Errol some issue early, stuff like that. So, you know, the Mean Machine, you never know, because a guy like Mean Machine, Crawford could just feel like he ain't on my level at all. I don't even want to fight him. And what has he done? And then he was surprised a little bit, because you can't really underestimate anyone. But I think Kell Brook has a good stature. He held his own with Golovkin as long as he could. He won some early rounds with Errol Spence, etc. So we'll see how it plays out. But I gotta pick Crawford. The more I think about it, I gotta pick Crawford. Again, I think Brook could hurt Crawford at like the best version of Brook, but he got to be on his stuff. And unfortunately for Brook, I haven't really seen enough of him against any level of opposition that I even remotely consider to be like a Terence Crawford, who's an animal and I rate highly. You know what I mean? You look at his Michael Zarafa performance, he looked horrible. They're basically, and you know the UK commentary is super biased, and they were telling him to retire. So he one fight removed from that. So just because he knocked out Mark DeLuca, who is that? You know what I'm saying? And plus that was over 150. So I don't know. His last elite win, not performance, or where he fought someone. His last elite win was Sean Porter in 2014, if we're being real. So I gotta rock with Crawford. I do, like I said, this is no disrespect to Kell Brook. I've always enjoyed Kell Brook's style of fight. He seems like a good dude. But when your gut feeling in boxing is telling you to feel this way for a reason, then the only way to change that is to be proven wrong. So Kell Brook gonna have to prove me wrong on this, because Crawford's 36-0. He's hungry. You see the man is clearly in shape. He's in monster shape. He has his own gym. He's motivated. He's making money. He still wants the big fights. He still wants Errol Spence. So he knows the implications of every fight he has until he gets the big name fights that he wants. So it's going to be hard. You're going to be hard pressed to catch Crawford slipping, you know, where he's just like got a beer belly and all this. And I think he just lives an active life. He's in his kid's life. His kids wrestle, and, you know, he just, I don't ever remember seeing him with a gut. Like, how can you have a gut when you running with the squad and all this, doing all this? You know, it's kind of hard to have a gut when you always, I don't know. Maybe it's Nebraska. Maybe there's nothing to do there. You know, I've been there. It's pretty quiet. So what else to do but to focus on your career, which is a good thing. You know, some people from bigger cities like LA and New York, Vegas and stuff, there's always something to do, which could be a distraction and take you away from your game plan. So it's kind of cool that Crawford lives in a place like Omaha, where it's very industrial and cornfields and things like that. So he could just focus on his grind, and he never left his roots. So, you know, I respect it. But the man been in shape for a minute. When was this picture taken? Make sure you guys smash the like button. Look at LJ. Look at LJ, like, she like it. October 7th. So he been in shape for a minute, probably before the fight was even officially announced. It's going to be a hard fight for Kell Brook. Again, I don't think it's so much as Kell Brook doesn't want to try or he's not a competitor, but he's a guy who's been broken. He's a guy who's been broken physically. His eyes have been broken physically by, no, guys, hey, Max, everybody's tick is nothing. You know, his eye orbital got shattered by Golovkin, and then again by Errol Spence. That was both fights in the UK where he lost badly. So embarrassing to lose at home. You know, it's embarrassing to lose in general, but definitely to lose at home. You got a monster in front of you. An in-shape monster. Look at these pictures. All these pictures, he in shape. Ego Weight Watchers. So we'll see. like I said, the best version of Brook could definitely give problems to Crawford, because we haven't seen Crawford fight some of the names that he's requesting and the names that he wants. He hasn't got there yet for obvious reasons. He doesn't have the people on his side. You know, he doesn't have the big name marquee names aligned with him. But needless to say, he's still winning. And see, the other thing is, Teofimo won, and then ESPN decided to revamp the pound for pound list, and they finally put Terence Crawford at #1. I've been telling you for years the kid is skilled. Put him up there. You know, after Andre Ward retired, I told you to put Crawford up there. So that's another like motivation. You finally passed Canelo, and you're starting to get, at least, even if it's fake. And the reason I say fake is because they should have been put Crawford up there, especially ESPN. This is your fighter. ESPN, this is your fighter, and you were saying Lomachenko would have lost, and half the fights was better. So it's a little bit capped to me that it took so long, but nonetheless, he's starting to get some of the respect from his own company. So he's probably going to be eager to keep that up. So I don't think he wants to lose that type of feeling in that spot. So he's going to be ready for Brook. And from a physicality standpoint, he already looks ready for Brook. Brook looked to be in good shape. I'll keep you guys posted. Ego Weight Watchers, a.k.a. Ill. The man Crawford looking ready, bro. He looked like he went to the motherland or something and bathed in the lake, the wonderful waters of Lake Minnetonka. He looked ready, bro. He looked rejuvenated. He looked probably the most filled out for welterweight too that I've seen. He looked good in this picture. Pause, obviously. Drop your thoughts in the comment section. Often imitated, but never duplicated. This is Ego Weight Watchers. We working.
So if you enjoyed this video and want more content like this on the channel, you can show your appreciation by going to the PayPal donate button or the YouTube support button, and you can donate any amount that you feel is equivalent to the value of this video. Much more to come. Thank you guys for your support. Boxingego, the future of boxing.